Hi, this is Mandy from SunflowersAndDors. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing the next in the 12 by 12 series, and we're going to just create this really thin profiled little folder with some tags, pockets and a belly band. So I will run through how simple this is to create. So I'm using 12 by 12, obviously, because that's the project. And I'm using a sheet of the paper from the Herbarium Premium Collection of Craft Consortium. So I'm just going to choose any sheet of paper. And we will need a scoring board, a cutting tool, some vellum, circle, those little miniature circle things if you've got them, glue. I don't know if I said scoreboard. Oh, I got two pieces there. So we're going to start by scoring at 4 inches. Don't ask me what that is in centimetres, because I really can't tell you. And then 8 inches. We're then going to take our paper, we're going to turn it one direction anti-clockwise, and we're going to score it again at 4 centimetres and 8 centimetres. Now that is all we need the scoreboard for. So we end up with 9 squares on our paper. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if we count them left to right, which is what we're going to do for this project. I'm going to start by cutting off number 1 and 2. And I'm going to cut those off completely. Okay. I'm going to pop that over there out the way. I'm also going to cut off 7 and 8. There's so many different configurations that you can use this one for. Once you start playing with it, literally, you can do just whatever you want to do with it. That leaves us with this T shape on its side. Okay. What I'm going to do is I need to take off a little bit from this piece here. So number 9, I'm going to take off just about an inch from the bottom here. And off the top, I'm going to take about 2.5. I'm going to leave, no. Yeah, I'm going to take about 2.5 inches off. Okay. So that's what we're left with. So we've taken about an inch off this bottom piece, number 9, and about 2.5 inches off this number 3. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to cut this at an angle. Use the same piece here. Careful not to take your fingers off. And I'm going to use the same piece down the bottom. I have to think about this now. Could never ever seem to. It's like a puzzle, isn't it? Trying to work out which corner, which side it goes, backwards, forwards, upside down, inside out, there, and the same over here. I'm actually going to have to take a tiny bit more off this side once I've cut that, because if you can see where I scored it, probably can't see it, I just need to take a smidgen off here, like that. Okay, I'm going to fold number 9 back on itself, and I'm going to fold number 3 back on itself. So I end up with this. If I turn it over, I end up with this. Now, you may ask, I've got a pocket here, why am I seeing this? Just because I want to see the gold underneath. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. Okay, we're going to fold. I think it's the black, is it? There, yeah, no, is it? Just double check that. Yeah, okay. So we are going to fold. Now, bear in mind, this was how we cut it. We've turned it over. So what is now on number 3, we're going to fold it back on itself, like that. Okay? And we're going to cut a divot in this piece that we've just folded. Again, I'm just eyeballing that. So we actually now have something that looks like this. Okay, so let's go back to what we had. After we made our initial cuts, we cut a piece off here, about 2.5 inches. We cut about 1 inch off here. We folded number 9 back on itself and the number 3. We then flipped the whole thing over here, and we folded what becomes our new number 3 with a divot cut out back over across the top onto number 2. So now we're going to glue. We're going to take our glue and we're going to glue the bottom of this pocket down. Don't want that going all over the desk because it's a clean mat. Okay, so I've only glued from here to here. I haven't glued this piece that comes across there. And that'll be one of our pockets. I'm then going to open up number 2 and 3, or new 2 and 3, and I'm going to glue down the left and the bottom of number 2 and pop number 3 back over and glue that into place. Oops, Stacey. Okay, so we're still seeing bits of the gold, which is fab because it is a beautiful gold colour. And we're left at this point with a pocket here, once that's fully dried, and a pocket here, once that's fully dried. Okay, so what we're going to do with the rest of it, we've still got 2 pieces left, and a little bit here, and a little bit there, and I want to try and use all of our 12 by 12. So I'm going to start by cutting this here, and I'm going to cut it in half. And see, I can't get it straight no matter how hard I try. I should just bite the bullet and get the cutter out before I even start. That doesn't look too bad. What I'm going to do with these first 2 pieces, I'm going to cut a divot in them again. Okay. And these are going to form 2 pockets here. So I'm just going to glue those on. This does actually need a little bit of setting time because it's quite a shiny, glossy paper. So it does need a little bit of TLC and a little bit of time. Don't we all? Then I'm going to do the same here. close to the edge on that, which I didn't intend to. So I'm going to pop that on here, off the mat, and just pop that in place. And again, we'll let that glue set. Okay. Then I'm going to flip it over. Actually, I'm going to fold it in half first of all. Then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to get another piece of square here. And I'm going to cut this in half, or kind of a bit less than half. On this one, it's just a little bit less again. Okay, so again, I'm going to cut a divot in these two. Like that. And I'm going to pop these on here like this. This is actually going to be the back of our card, back of our little wallet, if you like. And no, they don't match, but just because of the way I've cut them. So I'm going to cut a little bit of this off so that that fits better. And the same with this one here. Okay, so these are going to be glued to give us two back pockets. Actually, I might put these on the front for this one. So I'm going to pop that on there as my first pocket. And then I'm going to pop this on top. This paper is really difficult to glue. It really is, you know, quite shiny and quite a challenge actually. Okay. So I've probably confused you a little bit along the way. My apologies if I have, but basically what we have at this point is a little booklet, two pockets on our front. We open it up, we've got a pocket in here, we've got a pocket in here, we've got a pocket in here, and a pocket in here. Then we flip onto our back. Now on this one I did a belly band, but just because I've got so much space and bits and pieces left to use, I think I'm going to go with the theme and just do another pocket. So again, I'm flipping the papers so that you're getting a good mix of the gold and the black. Okay. And then we have, other than these tiny little sections, these left. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cutter out for this one because I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to cut the middle section off just because it's got a score line. And I'm going to cut these roughly in half. Not measuring, just roughly in half. And then I am going to cut a little bit of a divot off. Now I folded them in half without actually keeping the crease, making a crease here, just so that I get an even piece. Earlier we tried the whole, let's stick these in place, but I'm never happy with the outcome. So that way we don't get a crease line, but we do get to see what we make sure that both of those are even. So we've now created 4 tags. Now you can back these obviously so that they're writable, or you can just turn them into belly bands, or you can do whatever you like. I'm going to pop those in there like that, and then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the same for the front. There's loads more space then inside, pockets space to be filled. What I'm going to do with this last piece then that is left over is I'm going to create a closure. And I'm going to create the closure by literally popping some here, folding this back on itself, like that. I'm going to cut a little bit of that off. This back section I'm going to glue in place and hope it stays glued. So that'll be on there like that. I'm just going to hold that for a second or two just to make sure that it sticks. So you can see already the configuration, you literally can do whatever you want. So you can do belly bands, you can do pockets, you can do tucks, you can do literally whatever. You know, it's literally so just versatile, these types of pieces. So this is my sticky, and believe me, it's very sticky. And that is literally just going to pop over there like that. And I will cut a tiny bit off these, just so that they're in the style of everything else. Now these are quite tall, and I'm not sure I like them being that tall. So again, I'm just going to cut a little bit off there, like that. It's a bit better. Those I don't mind being so tall. So there we have a slightly different version. So with this one, we had a belly band in the front with a couple of tags. On the back, we had a pocket with a tag. Open it up, we've got a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here with another tag. And we've also got our main centre pocket here with 2 tags. This one, slightly different configuration. On the front, we've got 2 pockets. On the back, we've got a pocket. We've still got our centre, let's open that up. We've still got our centre pocket here. And we've got another pocket here. And we've got another pocket here. And we've got another funky pocket there. So that is a multi-pocket piece. You can pop it into one of your pockets in your journal. If you do want to attach it to your journal, you're just going to lose this back space here, but that's not the end of the world, and it would attach and open up really nicely in your journals. You can send it as happy mail. You can do whatever your heart desires with it. But even with the tags, it's a really thin profile, so it is a super piece to include within your journals. So that is the latest in our 12 by 12 series. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will have a go. And like I said, just play, because it flips and flaps all over the place. There's so many different choices of configuration. You may come up with something completely different, and it'd be really good to know if you have. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. But from me, that is it. So I will say goodbye for now. Thank you again for joining me. Love hanging out with you guys. Until we catch up next time, as always, stay safe, be well, and we will speak soon. Until then, bye for now.